3D. I'd already made the video showing how to speed up your workspace by dropping down your resolution and showing how to extrude out the type and the shape. Now remember, everything extrudes straight back in Z space, so a sphere will become a cylinder, not a ball. It's just pushing it straight back like a cookie cutter. Alright, now we're going to change our camera views right here. Right next to active camera you have one view. I'm going to switch my view to 4 views top. These arrows show you what window you're working in right there. I'm working in the top view. I want the second light. I'm going to change. Okay, so light 1 is pointing at the front. Light 1's pointing at. Light 1 we're going to have at the back. And you can see light 2 is pointing at the front. So I'll just rename this. I'll call this front light. And I know I spelled it wrong, but I don't care. And this one I will rename top light. And that one I spelled right just to show you that I know how to spell. Okay, I'm going to change the color of the top light. Change these arrows, give myself a little bit more room to work. Okay, changing the color of the lights is done under light option. I'm going to make this one, the first one's blue, so I'm going to make the other one orange, just so it's got some contrast and you'll be able to see what it's doing. And I'll crank up the intensity on that a lot. You can already start seeing affecting right here. But what I want this light to be directly over top of the shapes. So first, I'm going to look at my right camera. Here's my right camera over here. I'm going to change my point of interest so it's pointing right at it. I'm going to move this light. I want it to be pointing straight down. So I'm going to move it up and then over on the x-axis. And I want the point of interest again. Where did that go? Oh, it's right here. So that little crosshair, that's your point of interest. So I'm moving that over the type. So that's pointing basically straight down. So more or less, this light is directly over the shape there. So now I'm going to go to my active camera. Nope, I'm going to want to use the top. So I'm just going to switch this right here. Here's my top camera. Here's the light that's right over it. So I am going to move this, reposition it to where I want. I want it hitting. I like this angle that it's doing. I could always change it with the point of interest like that. See, now when you look at it in the right, it's pointing straight down. So now I'm going to just move it. You could also move your light using transform, point of interest, and position. So I'm going to move the position. Nope. Keep that right there. And I'll move it up here in this window. It's just a little bit easier for me to work that way. Whatever works for you is what gets the job done. So it's basically right where I want it. So like I said, you can move it numerically or using the handles of your gimbal. There's Z, Y, X. You see them all as I'm moving it. Like that. So I've got the light where I want it. And I've got my 2 lights set up. Now I'm going to switch my view back. So I go from 4 views to 1 view. And it's automatically at the camera. So next I'm going to show you animating the camera. If you want to animate the lights, we already went over that in class. But I'll do that as well in the next video. So that was just working in the 4-view mode. Sort of like working a crane game in an arcade. You need to look at it from more than one side to truly line things up the way you want when you're working in a 3D space like Ray Trace.